Hello and welcome back. This is video 7 of the Flow Certified Coach training series. Today we're going to be looking at cascading vision and the one thing. This is tile number 5. And today we have Glenn Ligori with us. And I'm going to go to the next slide and have Glenn introduce himself.
Thanks, Andrew. So Glenn Ligori, I work at a company called ZF. I am a Flow Certified Trainer internal, thus the I, and I teach the Flow framework as well as all the things that we love to talk about internal to ZF. Love to also share it outside, and been with the company for just over 7 years now. In my role, I am the leader of a group called the IT Innovation Methods Incubation. Again, we coach and teach all these methods.
Cool. Welcome. It's great having you here today. We've worked together for a long time, so. And he's still here.
And I love to do, say that Andrew and I, of course, Ted was one of my, he was my mentor the last several years before his passing, and really truly the stuff that I've taken away from Flow, from the different things like we're going to talk about, come from just all the time I got to spend with him.
Excellent. Yeah, really appreciate that. The leadership takeaways for this one, we're going to look at cascading vision, the one thing, and linking it back. So I'm going to go to the next slide and turn it back over to Glenn.
Sure. So vision, you've heard in other videos, I'm sure, that vision itself is the core to understanding the work that we're doing. Why are we doing the work that we're doing? Quite often in a lot of different organizations, we hear the words vision, purpose, many other terms. And for me, it's really linking the idea of why are we doing what we're doing. Don't talk about how to do it. Don't talk about the strategy and the mission and all those things that are down below, which we're going to get to here in a moment when we talk about that VSPT layer. But how do we take that vision statement? How do we make sure that we cascade that down the organizational structure, whatever structure that may be, starting from those executives down through senior leadership, et cetera, down on into that personal level. But how do we ensure that that cascades up through, right? We talk about that, and that's linked back, and we'll come back to that. But we have to make sure that we understand that there is a singular vision, a singular direction, that one thing that is going to be communicated throughout the organization. Whatever that focus is, that North Star as well is another way to think of that, right? We hear that a lot in our culture. So when the executive is saying, here's my vision, how is he then conveying that down through his senior management? And how does his or her senior management communicate that down through their down into their programs and projects? A great example is in our IT organization. Our IT organization, which I'm part of, reports through the financial organization and up to our CEO. In our organization, our leading vision statement is, my God, I just forgot it. You're going to have to edit that. You're going to have to edit this small part.
It's okay. We'll keep going.
Oh my God.
Vision.
No. It's the 3 words. It's the mobility. Oh my God.
Next generation.
SGM. Oh my God. Okay. So the ZF vision is next generation mobility. That vision statement is broad and it's far reaching, but there's a sense behind it that we know how to fulfill that. As that communicates down through the organization, down at, say, the IT level, we're taking that vision statement and then we convey that through another vision statement, ultimately, that says, a world-class IT for a world-class industry, world-class business. That conveys again, and it delivers on the vision above that. As we go further down, and I'll just jump down into my vision, the vision for my group, my team, is called zero friction. How do we take zero friction? How do we help and use that to deliver on the vision statement above, which is IT, which is then delivering on the vision above? And so focusing on that one vision statement and not saying, well, today the vision is this, and next week it's that, and next year it's that. It's focusing on that one vision statement. And to further that point, when we talk about the one thing, this references the book by, is it Michael Keller? Keller Williams Real Estate. Keller Williams Real Estate. And he wrote the book called The One Thing. And in that, he talks about what is the one thing you are doing today to deliver on our vision of becoming the #1 real estate company in the world. That was his vision statement. And over time, that he was able to deliver that because he got people to think about that one thing. What is the one thing you're doing to deliver on that? That's that cascading. As we then look back up through the organization, we link back the concept of those vision statements. Again, I have a personal vision statement, zero drama, which then helps deliver on my team vision statement, zero friction. How do we reduce the friction points within our organization of how to deliver on the work we need to do? And then above that, I'm a part of the IT innovation work stream. And we have a vision statement that talks about delivering innovation to the organization. It's a 7-word, and again, I'm blanking because I don't have the coffee cup. I don't have the mug sitting on my desk because now that we're virtual, I don't have the space. So we deliver on that vision, which delivers on the IT, which delivers on, so all of that linking back ensures that I'm delivering on the vision statement. That's the key that I keep telling my colleagues. It has to deliver on that vision statement. If it doesn't work.
Yeah.
If there's a disconnect, in fact, there's a great with the dominoes picture in here.
Yeah.
That one little thing, the inertia of that one domino after is in it 26 dominoes is the height of here to the moon.
Yeah.
Right? That one little piece has enough inertia to get things moving. And if there's too much of a gap because I'm not focusing on that one thing, or I don't communicate something properly, I don't deliver, and I can't get that inertia, that momentum to really knock over that giant domino. So.
Mm-hmm. And the dog agrees.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you hear him?
Yeah, I love it. And hey, this is remote working today. So
This is. I have a little software on my computer now that's supposed to knock out the background noise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That one snuck through. That's okay. I'm dog friendly, so. Well, and a couple thoughts came through my head while you were chatting here is that even that little piece in the dominoes, this is also it's for good, and it can also be sort of, in one way, it can also work against you. When you're communicating things back up through the organization, it tends to amplify. And that's why the teams need to be so very, very careful when they choose what they're going to communicate back up. And so I've seen that happen many times where by the time that domino's hitting the top of the division, the head of the division's looking at his guys going, what?
Well, in that sense, right, the link back, the cascading, the reversing cascading hasn't happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard this quite often where, okay, we have the communication coming down. We have the cascading starting from the executive, and somewhere it gets frozen, maybe at that senior at that program or something, because someone wants to hoard it or something. And then as it's coming up and everybody's feeling that momentum and feeling, because you got all the little dominoes, and it just hits something, and now you've got this the fighting in between, friction. Everybody's battling. And that's precisely what my group is trying to find. Where are those moments, so we can say to either the executives or the team, here's a language that you can use to convert some of that, or to help put a little grease in there to reduce that and get beyond the next thing. Perfect example. This morning, one of my colleagues, Matthias Will, on my team, he calls me today and says, hey, can you join a call? They've just done a workshop for the last 4 hours, 2 externals, himself as the coach, a lead, and he's got 40 people in a virtual call. And they're trying to set the stage for this overall project and work, to set a vision. He was very clear, and the person working with him agrees. Yes, we must set a vision. 10 people drop off the call because they said, call me when we're going to do some real work. I'm not into this.
Ooh.
One, that says right people thing, right? We'll go there later. Mm-hmm. 2, did the leadership set the right expectation of what it is, why it's important to have a vision statement, and what that vision is going to do for this group? Probably not. So what I said then to this group, and to then the sponsor came in later, and I said, how about let's start doing some of the work. Let's just start small. The expectations are set. You have a vision statement. They did come away with a vision statement.
Okay, good.
They did come away with something not super elegant, not PR, but a vision statement. And I don't know how long it is. Let's start doing some of it. And what you can do is you can do the water torture of good news all along the way, of showing them how the work that they're doing is delivering on that vision statement.
Yeah, exactly.
And allow them to experience it. Because this group is so huge, you're going to have to just try it a little bit.
Yeah. And so for the 10 that dropped off, when the other 30 are going, hey, look, we're actually achieving this, the other 10 are going to go, oops, we might have missed something.
Right.
And
precisely.
So you can use a little bit of peer pressure there.
Right. And they'll do it nicely. They'll hey, guess what? And that was precisely it. They were saying, oh, now I get it. Now I know why I was supposed to be there.
Yeah. And on the cascading part, Ted and I used to joke that sometimes it was like looking at a big jar of molasses. You drop a little ball bearing in it and you just sort of watch it sink.
Really slow.
And it is just like imperceptibly moving, barely. And so in some organization, the noise and the cultural headwinds between the layers can be significant. And so within the team, you can be functioning really, really well. And the minute you walk out the door, it's like hurricane force winds outside of the room. So
many examples of that. So many.
Yeah, excellent.
Yep.
Cool. We'll go ahead and go into the summary slide here.
Okay. All right.
And so basically, we looked at cascading vision, the importance of the one thing and bringing those down through, and then linking back. Most companies try to, cascade their vision down. Some are better than others. Like Dr. Cotter used to say, you got to communicate your vision for change 10 times more than you think. But very few companies have mastered the art of that link back or understand the power of the dominoes. And so for the application, I'll go ahead if you have any final thoughts here
Only to say that I totally agree, because you see so many people fight the inertia because it's the way they've done it forever.
Yeah.
I've been here 20 years. It's the way it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to push back a little bit to say, huh, and look where we are.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Thanks, Glenn. We're going to see
You're very
you
welcome.
soon in another video. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this one up here.